Well, what's going on, YouTube? Today I wanted to give you my final verdict on the GTX 1080. I've got about 20 hours on the card now, and I guess I have enough to give you my verdict, as if it really counts, but here it is. And a little bit about myself. I've been playing video games since the early 80s, the Atari 2600, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, so I've been doing it a long time. I recently switched over from console to PC and decided to start a channel with a buddy of mine, Mike. So hopefully we can get some stuff out that's worth watching. I know my first video was pretty terrible, so here's a little gameplay footage from the Division. Just wanted to hit the install. Super easy. Drivers, no issues. Shadow play, which all this footage is recorded on shadow play. Really enjoy that. So without having any issues, this card has been quite fun to play around with for the last couple days. Original card I had in my rig here was a R9 Nano, which was a great card, but it just really couldn't handle what I wanted it to do. So went ahead and stood in line at the Micro Center for about 2 hours and was one of 20 lucky individuals to get it. So here it is. This footage here is in 4K of the Division. No problems running at 60 frames a second. No issues at all to speak of. No screen tearing, stuttering, anything. It just handled the load. Very pleased with it. Slight heat issue. Definitely runs a lot warmer than the R9 Nano did, but since I'm getting double the frames in 4K as I was getting with that, then I guess that's a fair trade-off. And don't worry, that gear wasn't any good. But here's a little graph showing the temperatures and the load. Steady at 82 degrees Celsius. I turned fans on. I couldn't ramp my fans completely up. I could not get the temperature to go below that. So, and then there's the frames per second, steady at 60, no problems. Just not sure how the promotional footage that came from NVIDIA on the launch event showed them in the 60s with their temperatures, but maybe they'll shed some light on it for the rest of us laymen's. And here's some footage of Battlefront. Spectacular game to look at already, but again, 60 frames, no issues to speak of. Other than my poor keyboard and mouse play is not, it's definitely not the best, but again, no issues. Still same temperatures, 82 degrees. Went down into out of 4K to 2K, and still right at 82 degrees. Fans completely blasting. I got 5 case fans, 6 fans, something like that. So it's don't lack fans in my system, but then I went ahead and wanted to throw in a little bit of Battlefield, excuse me. Same 60 frames, 0 issues. Again, it just smokes the R9 that I previously had in here with 4K. I messed around again, went down to 2K. Still stayed up in the same temperature range, the 82. When I took it down to 1080, of course, temperature dropped. Down to about 77, and my frames went up to over the 100. So, all in all, the card is it worth $753 after tax? Only you can make that decision, but I'm extremely pleased with it, and extremely pleased with NVIDIA. And and the whole package in itself. I'd like to see how the 1070 works out, but all in all, it's been a great card. Again, this is Jason from X Bacon Gaming. If you guys like the video, slap a like on it. It'll help me out a lot. If not, I understand. If you guys like to subscribe, I'm going to try to get content out as often as I can. Thanks for taking the time to watch.